We keep going to the colonial settlement patterns. Probably that's a good idea because the settling of the colonies definitely played a large role in the history of the United States. We have sort of a dissident renegade named Roger Williams, and he was thrown out literally of the Puritan community in the early Massachusetts, New England area. He was a dissident. He did not like the intolerance of the Puritans and the Pilgrims towards women. Women had literally no rights. They could not inherit land. They could not own things. If they had a male in the family, they had to, give things to him. And Roger Williams didn't like this, and so he started his own community, his own state in Rhode Island, and it was often called the Rogues Island because everybody thought he was such a rogue. He was always in trouble. His mouth got him in trouble, and he would always stand up for the underdog. Well, that was not a very popular being at that particular time in history. Women also began to think for themselves at this particular period, which is rather an amusing idea. They oftentimes chose to not marry until they were 25 in order to keep their independence. Once they married, they had to title everything over to their husband or their firstborn, and so they immediately lost any rights that they would have. But Rhode Island is a small, very small state, and they had agriculture was its base. They had a lot of fishing. This is where, in the colonial period during the Revolution, we have a lot of our smugglers came from Rhode Island because they could beach their boats after they had, taken from ships that were not theirs, and they could get it hidden quickly in the rocks by the rest of the people in the state of Rhode Island. They were an ornery bunch, I think you have to call them, but a fascinating bunch and very loyal during the Revolutionary War.